Honestly, this question it means a lot more too now that I just listened to Meg Thee Stallion's album. Um, how do y'all feel about sequencing on albums and playlists? How important do you think it is? Do you feel like it doesn't matter? All that.
Sequencing is the reason why Megan's album is not as good as it could be.
I mean, some
Some
of
of
the
the
songs on there didn't need to be on there.
they didn't,
That
but
DJ song talking about playing with her didn't need to be on
that
there.
song is fire. You just don't relate.
You're right. I don't relate to having a vagina and playing with my.
Um, I feel like some of it just didn't like some of the it's just like some of the songs like I think that it's like a song called Worthy and it's like a poppy H&M type of song, but like the song before that does not sound anything like that. So it's just like the sequencing is weird, and then right after that song, I think it's Cobra. What are you thinking when you're like sequencing the songs? And it's just like the experience of listening to the album could have been vastly different if the songs were like in a different order. Not to say that the album is bad, but like
Yeah.
you sequencing can take an album from like a 7 to like an 8, 8.5 if it's in the right order. So like for like a better example, like No Worries new album, I think the sequencing is really good. So
Hmm.
like it makes the album sound better. It's a great album. Top 3 for the year for me. But the sequence like the transitions and the way that the album is going, it's easy. Like
You can tell they made the album together. Like that
Yeah,
album, you can tell they
yeah,
made it together. Not like somebody just send you beats and you just sing.
yeah.
You can
exactly.
clearly tell. But
Shout out my nigga Knowledge.
whew, he was in
Then
his
there,
fucking bag.
then there's albums that sound like playlists.
Yeah,
No order, just there.
I think that's intentional though. For some, not
So
all.
For people
But
who are searching for a number one, I think that's intentional.
mm,
I'm not even gonna lie to you. One of the wildest, like, it's like some of the album is sequenced well, and then the other is like pretty much anything is Dangerous by Michael Jackson. Like that album is
mm,
like all of the majority of the songs are great, but it's just like you got these like the first 6 tracks are MJ, Teddy Riley, New Jack Swing tracks, and then you have like these like slower ballad songs like the Heal the Worlds and Will You Be There and Gone Too Soon. And it's just like
Right.
I don't mind the transition, but it's just like damn, this is on the same album. Like,
yeah,
I don't
but
think
that's me. I prefer having multiple. I prefer having some diversity in the album. Like I prefer having the best of both worlds on an album. But some people, they're more like I want the album to be centered. Like I want it to have a similar sound, a similar theme.
I don't have a problem with the diversity. It depends on how we get there. That's the
mhm.
that's the point of sequencing. It's like, all right, we can start off with the new Jack Swing or whatever, but if you can calm it down into the other sounds, then it's okay. But yeah, it's just about how we get there and how you escalate or de-escalate and how you channel the vibes. Like Schoolboy's album, easy transitions, smooth transitions. I remember when I was doing my first listen, like I didn't even notice that the song changed. Like everything was flowing easy, everything was coherent. Yeah, still in my top five of the year. Um,
I think some people like Michael Jackson, like Thriller. It didn't matter how he put them damn songs; they were all fucking hits. So,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't all sound like it. Don't matter the order. I think for certain people, it doesn't really matter. And certain artists, like I want, like when I listen to Drake, I want the best 12 songs, even though he gives us 21. I want the best 12 songs. I don't need like it to be a certain order. I know what I'm getting with Drake. Kendrick, if he gave me an album of just like 12 hits, I would be disappointed. I'm not gonna lie. Even if they all bang, I'm gonna be like, come on, man. You just put songs out like this. You're better than that. Like, it matters about the artist.
that
Jay-Z,
goes back to expectations. That's what I'm saying. It goes back to expectations.
But even like, I have a question. So on your playlist, do you care like how you put the songs on there?
Yes. Depends on what
To
depends
some,
on the playlist.
yeah.
Depends on the playlist.
But usually I take a you know an like a focus to it. Just try to see if I can tune it up the best way I can.
Hmm.
Yeah. Depends on the playlist because I got some playlists that I can just most of them I can press shuffle on, but some are meant to be played through for specific transitions. Um, and depending on the vibe. If I'm trying to be lit, whatever, I'll just throw whatever on. But if I'm on an R&B vibe or if I got some other bops going, then I want my transitions and everything to be smooth so it makes sense for whatever I'm doing. That's just me though. But yeah, I try to I want smooth transitions in my playlist for the most part.
I also think like transitions matter more when it's a concept album versus just songs.
Mhm.
So like Renaissance by Beyonce, the first half, like the transitions are really flawless. I think it's Cuff It to Energy. I think perfect transition. You can tell like the song switched, but it makes like it flows together very well. But it's also like a concept ish type of album, so it makes sense. Versus song like Forest Hills Drive by J. Cole. Like to me, it sounds just kind of put together.
Hmm.
So I think it just depends on like what the artist is going for and what the theme of the album is for it to make sense and whether the sequencing matters more or if it doesn't.
I like that example you just gave. Um, like J. Cole, I'm gonna use J. Cole. So Forest Hill Drive, and then like what's it? For Your Eyes Only.
Yeah.
The track order matters on For Your Eyes Only way more.
Way more.
My biggest criticism of that album is a couple of them songs kind of fuck it up because of it. Like it messes. We're not gonna talk about the song because I don't want to be on that all day, but it messes it up because of it. But 2014 Forest Hill Drive, it's just like banger, banger, banger. Like we don't care.
Uh-huh.
So even Beyonce, Renaissance, my huge critique of Cowboy Carter is the fucking flow. Doesn't really make any sense to me. As Renaissance, it's just perfect.
Yeah, like
Like,
it's so
it's like
transition, I guess.
you got to have all the songs on the playlist because it goes right into it. Cowboy Carter is just like,
You ain't rocking with it? You ain't rocking with
hey, don't get me.
it?
I want no smoke. I like Cowboy Carter, but it ain't no country album. You know what I'm saying? It ain't a country album.
I hope this is a clip you post.
No, it's not.
I mean, you're right. Like it's not, and I think that's why she made that post. Kind of like explaining the album, and she was like, "It's a Beyonce album, not a country album." Because it's like, girl, like this is not country for real.
I think
It has country elements.
they probably went in with the mind of doing a country album, and then it was like, damn, this is not a country album, and that's why they put that statement out.